the lecture objectives today. We're going to have a look at the purpose of a cover letter, discuss the different types of cover letter, such as responding to ads or targeting employers. We'll also have a look at thank yous and review the parts of a cover letter. From an employer's perspective, you need to answer a couple of questions. What can you do for us? And would you be a good fit for this position in our organization? It gives you an opportunity to generate interest in your resume and can act as that vital link between the role that the employer has posted and your experience. That combination of your education, field work, work experience, or volunteer experience. Why do we need to write a cover letter? Well, a lot of employers expect it. It does show that you're invested. Employers do know that it takes time to write a good cover letter. It introduces you and your abilities and shows them how your skills match. It also shows your writing ability, your attention to detail, and your personal style. It allows you a further opportunity to convince an employer that you're the best candidate for the job and that they should invite you for a face-to-face interview. So there are a few guidelines to keep in mind. The maximum length of a cover letter is typically 1 page. Unless you're applying to ministry positions, then I encourage you to refer to the Ontario Public Service Guidelines. We have included them on D2L, and you can also find them posted on their website. Make sure you convey a friendly and positive tone throughout your document. You get to choose what you share, so market yourself. Think about fast food ads. They don't focus on the fact that the majority of their food is bad for your health. So make sure you too are promoting your positive attributes. Be employer focused. Research the company. Don't tell the employer what you're going to gain if they hire you. Instead, tell them your added value that you're going to bring to their team. Be specific. Provide some details. Make sure you check and ensure that you've used a proper cover letter format. We're going to be sharing some examples in seminar this week, and you can also check D2L. Make sure you proofread. That's a really big one. Read it out loud. Does it make sense? Are you being clear and getting your message across? Edit if you need to. So the opening paragraph, you need to refer to the job that you're applying to. Often companies do put out a number of different job postings for different positions. If there's a competition, file number, or a job ID, make sure you include that information as well. Address your cover letter to a specific person if you can. Sometimes that takes a little research. Double check the spelling of their name if you are addressing it to a specific person. Or you can address it to Dear Hiring Manager or Dear Human Resources Manager. Refer to how you heard about the job. Was it online, their company website, or did someone who works for that company tell you about it? Include a little bit of research about the company. Why do you think you might be a good fit for that position? The body of the cover letter. I typically recommend 2 paragraphs in the body, but you could have 3. The first paragraph, you may want to discuss your education and the relevant field work that you have done in your program, based on what the employer is looking for. The second, you could be highlighting your transferable skills if you don't have experience in the field, or if you do, you would want to highlight how your experience ties in with the position that they've advertised for. You'll want to address 3 to 4 key skills that are directly related. You want to show proof If you can provide some examples as well, that strengthens what you're saying. Where did you gain your experience? The closing paragraphs, make sure you thank them for their time and their consideration. State that you're interested in an interview, and then close your cover letter with sincerely and your name. There are different types of cover letters. When you're unsure whether they have a position open or not, or maybe you're looking to apply to a co-op, you may want to even give them a call first and see if you can ask them questions with a hiring manager or someone in charge of hiring. You could potentially then find out who you could address in your cover letter, as well as get an email address. You'll still want to summarize your skills and abilities and tailor it toward the company needs. What can you bring to them? Be specific. The other type of cover letter is a letter of application. This is the typical way we would apply to a job posting we found online. Often it is the first form of contact a potential employer has with you, so make sure you're making a good first impression. Really focus on the specific needed skill set. Match your abilities and your skills to the employer's needs. A letter of thanks is written immediately after an interview or an informational interview. So if you've called them to gain some information, follow up. It shows appreciation for the employer's interest, and it reiterates your interest in the position with their organization or on their team. Repeat any important information from the interview. And if you've missed sharing something with them, you've left the interview and gone, "Oh, I can't even believe I didn't mention that," you can include it in your letter of thanks. It does demonstrate manners. The last thing that I want to share with you today is your take action assignment. I know there's a lot of work to do on your resumes, so this week for the assignment, it's simple. Just write down, remember, be employer focused, and that's all you need to submit. Have a great week, and we'll see you during seminar and lab.